We're joined here with Captain Tom Irwin from Syracuse Fire Department, and we're actually going to be talking about Christmas tree safety this morning, as a lot of us have our trees up. And one of the things I just realized talking to you is that you can do to preserve your tree, make it less dry.
Yep.
I know we have a product here. We'll get a shot of that. Lewis, I didn't even know that they had these products available.
Yep, they're readily available in most places where you can buy a tree. We'll have those. And what they do is they help the tree absorb more water so that it will stay fresher longer and not dry out.
Okay. What are some of the other tips? I know you brought a lot of lights with you here.
Yeah, the first thing when you select a tree, you want to make sure that the tree is fresh when you get it. A good test is to just rub your fingers along the branch like that. If you get a handful of needles, the tree is not very fresh at that point. Once you get it home, before you put it up, you want to put a fresh cut on the bottom of the tree, take at least a ½ an inch off. That'll open up the pores of the tree so that it can absorb more water. Then most of us will decorate. There's all kinds of lights out on the market these days. The important thing when putting lights on is that you inspect the lights first to make sure that there's no bare wires or no damaged sockets on there. You want to look and make sure that the lights that you're using are UL tested and listed.
Right there is the UL.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a holographic symbol on there. If it doesn't have that, it's probably not a real tested label on there. So you want to make sure that that the lights you're using are tested. And the other thing you don't want to do is mix different kinds of lights together. If you're using you can put different lights on the tree, but make sure that they don't plug into each other. Make sure that they plug in to a separate socket on the tree. One thing to avoid are these light-duty extension cords.
I have one of those.
Yeah, they're not really rated for an awful lot of draw. Plus, the insulation on them is pretty weak, so you want to try to avoid those at all costs when you can. The better option is to use a power strip.
Okay.
Such as this. It has a little circuit breaker on there, so if you start to draw more power than you should be, this little circuit breaker will kick off. Again, make sure that it is UL listed and labeled. Look for the symbol actually on the product.
Okay.
And another good tip is if you can find one that has an angled plug like this, then it doesn't stick out when you push down on the cord. That can damage the cord on that. When you place your tree, make sure that you're not near any heat sources, and make sure that you keep it well watered. Make sure the stand is big enough and that it has a large reservoir.
Well, there you go. Our tree is in front of the heater. I've got the wrong extension cord, so I'm
There's
0 for 2.
still time for you to fix it.
Yeah, I gotta go home. I gotta go home, and I haven't watered it all week. So, well, there you go, Captain Tom Irwin. Thank you so much for coming in and giving us those trips, safety tips for folks at home. Some good stuff there to keep in mind when you're setting up your Christmas tree.